Forward and backwards in rhythm with a slow, controlled breath. Each time you tilt back, engage the pelvic floor. Breathe out. You'll feel the lower tummy muscles working. Each time you tilt the pelvis forwards, release the pelvic floor. Feel the lower back muscles working. Breathe in. Exhale, tilt back. Inhale, tilt forwards. Let's do 2 more. Feel the spine lengthening as you tilt back and easing into its curves as you go forwards. And then coming to your mid position. So the 2 bony points are pointing straight up towards the ceiling now. And we're going to try and keep the pelvis really nice and level as we float one leg up and slowly back down again. And once we feel that we can keep that pelvis nice and steady and it's not tilting to one side or the other, it's not tilting forward, then we can bring the arms to the floor and the legs can cross by each other. So one leg up, the other leg comes down. That's like a toe tap, very light to touch the floor, but really hugging in through the core. From here, we're going to rise up into a double tabletop position. Lots of work to keep hugging in. And we're going to bring one arm back and forth. Opposite arm back and forth. If you feel the lower back getting tired, you can place your feet one at a time on the floor. As the arms come back, we're trying to keep the rib cage down. Great. Last one. And then one foot slowly to the floor and the other. Widen the space between the feet. And we're going to do some side glides from side to side. Let's bring the pelvis back to the middle, hip joint distance between the legs, and we're going to float up one leg into a tabletop position, reach the leg forwards and slowly down. Fold it, opposite leg floats up, reach forwards, the toes pull back towards you. As you slowly lower the leg down, you're keeping this neutral pelvis position and then folding back in. We can then bring the opposite arm up as the knee rises, and as the leg moves forward, the arm floats back behind, but keep the ribs down. Fold it. Float up, float away, and fold it. We can add a progression, and then maybe the next time to hold a light hand weight, maybe 1 or 2 kilos. Always trying to keep the shoulder away from the ear and avoid the ribs flaring, so that you feel your abdominal muscles are carrying the weight of the arm and carrying the weight of the leg as they lengthen away. Last one. Good. From here we're going to do some single knee hugs. And the idea of here is that the other leg stays relaxed down. We're getting this nice rocking motion into the pelvis and then changing sides. Lovely. From here, we're going to roll over onto our side we're going to just do some side-lying glute exercises with the knees bent up. We're going to lift the top leg into a climb. It is much more comfortable to have the feet hovered here to do this. It'll make you do the exercise with better technique and stop you rolling back. We can let the top arm come up overhead and slowly lower. Again, as a progression, on subsequent times of watching this, you could add in a weight, maybe 1 or 2 kilos. And always trying to keep the shoulder away from the ear as the arm lifts and lowers. Just a couple more. Lovely. From here, we're going to come on and bring the ball underneath the waist and really get a sense that you're squashing that rib cage upwards, but then the top rib cage, as we lengthen through the arm and lengthen the leg away, really gets a sense of stretch, and as you inhale you'll really feel that top rib cage opening. You can roll back and forwards, deep breaths flowing. Lovely. And then let's change sides. Clamshell, feet hovered, little hollow under the waist, and lift and lower. Hugging in through the core all of the time with this. Last couple. Rising up, ball under the waist. Let's really squash that underneath rib cage and encourage movement through the top by stretching the arm and leg away from each other and rolling forwards and backwards. So we're mobilizing the rib cage with our breath, inhaling to stretch it, open it. Exhale, releasing in that sense of stretch as well. Lovely. So from here, we're going to come into all fours. We're just going to leave the ball for the moment, but I have a wall behind me, which I'm going to press my foot into as I work into the swimming exercise, keeping my head in line with my spine. So I'm not looking up in front, I'm not dropping my head down, I'm trying to keep my neck almost the same level as my spine, and hugging up my abdominal muscles, hugging up my breastbone to separate out my shoulder blades a bit. Press into the wall and slowly lower. Press foot into the wall and slowly lower. I'm keeping a slight little bend in the elbows. And the wall really helps you feel like you're waking up the muscles some more. We can lift the opposite arm up in front and slowly down. Again, subsequent progressions, you could add a 1 or 2 kilo weight. Build from there even as the weeks roll on. You're really going to feel the glutes and abdominal muscles activate together. And from here, thread the needle. So we're going to reach one arm underneath and then rising up to the other side. Take a deep breath in. Breathing out. Bend the weight bearing elbow. Inhale. Exhale to move. Inhale, stretch. One more. Breathe in. and out. Opposite side. Thread the needle, reach through, inhale, exhale. Breathe in, and out. You really need that rotation through the spine. Lovely. And from here, we're going to lie onto our back again. I'm going to put this overball underneath my mid-back. You may, if you feel stiffness in your mid-back, you may also need a cushion or yoga block underneath your head as well to make it feel comfortable. So see how it feels, hands behind the head, we're easing back. If that feels uncomfortable for your neck, you need a little more height underneath your head. We want this feeling of stretch through our mid-back, the rib cage flaring up, and we're going to inhale. Exhale, we're going to send those ribs down, lift the head to look forwards, keeping space underneath the lower back, neutral spine. Inhale, we flare the ribs, we ease back. Exhale, send those ribs down, and you seesaw over the ball to look forwards. Inhale, come back. Exhale, come forwards. Inhale, come back. Exhale, forwards. A few more. Hugging in the abdominal muscles. We're going to come back now to stretch and relax. We're going to send those arms back. We can always move up or down on the ball. We're going to roll from side to side, letting go. Deep breath, sighing out each time. I'm going to bring my hands to behind the head again. Roll off to the side. Leading the ball to the side. Into all fours. With the knees out, feet together. I'm going to ease back into shell stretch. Asking the spine to let go and relax after working. Breathe in, expand your abdomen. Breathe out. Rock forwards, little cat-cow, mobilizing the whole nervous system through the spine. Inhale, exhale. Neutral spine. Let's tuck in the toes with the knees and feet wide. We're going to rock back into frog leap. Getting a stretch into those ankles and calf muscles. Can rock from side to side. Deep breaths flowing. Feel the abdominal breaths expanding down into the pelvis, between the sitting bones, sending the coccyx bone back a little. And then when you're ready, we're going to come up onto the fingers, send the hips back and up, let the head relax down, breathe in, and on the breath out, we're going to hug in through the core and uncurl upwards from the base of the spine. Neutral pelvis, shoulders back and down, nice and strong through the feet, so the arches of the feet engaged, and that's a nice position to finish. So that's a nice short session to get the body moving, and the subsequent times you can get little weights or
Water bottles or small dumbbells are great to progress, and it's not so much that you'll be really doing a lot of strengthening with the arms, it's more about strengthening the core with the extra weights and around the shoulder blades. So enjoy.